What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel where we discuss professional development, the CPA lifestyle, and everything in between. If that sounds awesome to you, make sure to hit that subscribe button below, and welcome to the family. A big aspect of a healthy and happy professional career is taking charge of your personal finances. As many of you on this channel are on your CPA journey, believe me when I tell you, you're going to be making a lot of money pretty soon. And with the more experience you build in your career, this amount is eventually going to get a lot bigger. Trust me. In my own experience, I am so thankful for the financial habits I built in my younger years. The habits I built early in my 20s have gotten me to a point where I now have a sense of financial peace. Now, although this video is not going to show you how to get rich quick or get rich tomorrow or what next cryptocurrency to invest in or what the next NFT is, it's not going to be any of that, but it will show you the exact spreadsheet I have used every year for the past 5, 6, 7 years. And I will tell you guys, using this spreadsheet every year for the past few years for my age has put me probably in the top 3 or 5% of people. So trust me when I tell you, if you follow the exact advice in this video, how I lay it out when I go through the spreadsheet, believe me, in a few years from now, you will be financially secure and you will thank me. All right, guys, so it's the first video I do like this where I'm like kind of recording myself, sharing my screen. So yeah, bear with me. If you guys enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up down there and I will do a lot more videos like this. But like I said earlier, I think being financially free and having a sense of financial peace gives you so much mental clarity. You wake up every day just feeling a lot more less stressed. Believe me, when I graduated, guys, I graduated with nothing, literally nothing. And I have built a pretty nice portfolio now, upwards of a net worth of more than $500,000. Like I said, for my age, I think that's pretty darn well. And I plan to continue to exponentially grow that as the years come. And the spreadsheet I'm gonna go over right now is literally what I've used for the past few years to really pinpoint where my expenses are, how much money I'm making, how much I'm saving, to pretty much put me in a position where if something comes up, I'm not playing whack-a-mole with expenses. I know exactly what things cost. I know where my money's going, and I know how to plan for the future. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna share my screen now. All right, okay, so we got the spreadsheet. Okay, like I said, you guys are all future CPAs on this channel, so you guys are all gonna be amazing with Excel. And I myself am a huge nerd and fan of the sheets. So yeah, so like I said, I can make so many other videos in this format. If you guys, like I said, if you guys like it, please make sure to hit the like button below, letting me know that you like the style of video that I do. Like I said, it's first one, so bear with me, okay? All right, guys, so this is, and like I said, it's the one I actually use for myself. Obviously, I did take out some things because, you know, I do have an employer and, you know, I don't want someone seeing how much I pretty much make. But like I said, I do make a really nice salary and I have some other forms of income, but I'll kind of go through in detail. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and share this, this template with you guys. If you guys want to, you know, use it for yourselves, I'll link it down below. But that being said, I'm going to go through each and every line in here. And obviously it's going to be different for me, right? I have different sources of income. I have different expenses that maybe you potentially will have or not have. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through an example of what it would be like going in when I started in public accounting to what it is now. So what I'm going to do is I actually researched the average starting salary for an associate in going into a public accounting firm. And that's about, give or take, $60,000. Again, guys, what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to take averages of what things cost. Okay. So maybe they're a little more, maybe you're saying, hey, I just started a firm and they're paying me 52 or 55 or 65, whatever, right? Again, I'm going to use this example based on someone that makes a base gross salary of $60,000. Okay. So what I did, all I did, monthly gross, your gross is, you know, top line before taxes. So your monthly gross income divided by 12 is $5,000, okay? So as you can see here, we divided the spreadsheet into different things. Income is green, red is expenses or taxes. Believe me when I tell you I don't like taxes, but we gotta pay them, so what can we do? Benefits, since you get some benefit from it, I highlighted them in orange. Then we got income again, investing in blue, expenses, and we're gonna go all the way down to monthly net budget. But let's go down each and every line to kind of really go through and show you guys how much money you're making and where all your money's going. All right, guys, so like I said, we are going to do this example like if you make $60,000 coming straight out of college, okay? So that is a monthly gross income of $5,000. And again, how I did that, I just did your base salary divided by 12. That's going to be what you make each and every month gross. Okay. And then I'll go through this. What you make gross is not what you're going to take home, as you'll see in this example. Okay. So 2,500, all I did that. I just did this divided by 2. $2,500. So that's how much you're making every 2 weeks. Again, this is someone coming straight out of college, first year staff. So we're gonna go through it. Okay. All right, guys. So your salary, gross salary. Okay. I always put this at the top. Your gross salary is $5,000. Then obviously you're going to have some taxes to pay. And one critical thing about being a professional and just life in general is I want you guys to start understanding what the hell are you paying for? Everything that has your name associated to it and they're taking money from you, I want you to start understanding what this all means and where your money's going. So federal tax withholdings. So, okay, I obviously know what federal tax withholdings are, but federal tax withholdings are essentially an amount that your employer withholds from your paycheck each and every month and pays the government on your behalf. So then when you go do your taxes at the end of the year, you either have a refund because you paid too much, or you owe taxes because they didn't take out enough. Basically, federal tax withholding is where your employer takes a certain amount of money out of your paycheck for taxes and sends it to the federal government on your behalf. That's pretty much it. Okay. Then I live in the beautiful state of California, and we have state income tax. So this is the same thing, but for the state portion. Okay. Then you have your what's called SDI, California disability. If you look at your pay stub should have all this information detailed out. And the SDI, what they take out is short-term public insurance program run by California's Employment Development Department. Okay. So another tax we have to pay here in California. As I'm sure many of you are aware, in California, we pay a lot of taxes. So, but anyways, it potentially might be different in your state, right? I'm not sure if this is nationwide, but it's something that, gets taken out of my paycheck because I live in California. Obviously, you got to pay into Social Security. And what's cool about Social Security is, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but you can actually log in and see how much benefit you are actually going to get from Social Security. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and log into my Social Security and show you guys. You should be looking up how much Social Security you are hopefully entitled to, when you decide that you are done working, or when you essentially hit the age of 62 at a minimum. And if you guys haven't logged into this site, you definitely should, because like I said, as a professional, you need to understand everything that's taking money out of your pocket. You need to understand what the hell is going on. All right, this doesn't have any personal information, right? Okay, cool. I'll share this with you guys. So you guys can see, check that out. Literally, I logged into my own account on my Social Security, and at age 62, apparently this is what I'm, promised, $2,221 a month. And if I wait until the age of 67, this amount actually goes up. So I get the full benefit if I decide to apply for Social Security at 67. I get $3,168 per month. And if I wait until the age of 70, if I delay it until that age, I will have a big amount of $3,929 each month coming to me from the government. Like I said, I don't really want to wait that long to be getting this money, but it is what it is. But this is something that we pay taxes into each and every month for this benefit at the end. So it'd be good if you guys can to start looking into, hey, how much am I, entitled to, I guess, when you hit a certain age. So it's just something, like I said, good to know where your money, why you're paying into the Social Security and how much you're entitled to at the end. Then we have to pay for Medicare tax. So that's essentially all the taxes that we have, that I have here in the state of California. Again, look at your pay stubs and really understand, what am I paying into? What am I being taxed? And also too, there usually are certain percentages that the withholdings or certain taxes need to be on. Like I know Medicare is a certain percentage of Social Security. So these are actually a certain percentage of your gross salary. So make sure they're being calculated correctly, because you never know. You could be paying too much for it where you should be entitled to your money instead. So again, just really good things to know. I actually calculate mine all the time. Again, I took out all my personal information, but you need to be filling this out for yourself also. Okay. So then we have dental insurance. So these are actually benefits. Okay, usually your employers, what ends up happening to a lot of the big employers, like a lot of the big accounting firms, they usually have really, really good benefits package just because they have such a big labor pool where they usually get discounts or, on premiums or with insurance companies. So therefore, usually, the big three, you're going to have your dental insurance for your teeth, really important to take care of. Medical insurance, obviously you don't want anything to happen to you, and vision insurance for your eyes. Super three important. Again, as a working professional, these are three things that you should not be without. You never know, guys. Insurance is really just the amount you pay each month to give you a peace of mind, to let you know that if something bad happens to you, you're not going to be completely broken. So these are the big three. And then obviously 401k retirement plan. Okay, so this is where this is going to be completely contingent on you and your goals and what you want to accomplish financially, and how much you want to save for retirement. But my rule of thumb here, and again, guys, I think I need to give this disclaimer, but this is not financial advice. This is strictly for information and entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor, so take this with a grain of salt, okay? I would only recommend that you do at least, bare minimum, okay, whatever your employer is matching. Typically, a lot of the big accounting firms do 6%. So I would do at least that, because anything below that, you're literally giving away free money. Like your employer is literally telling you, hey, I will match up to 6%. So let's go ahead and do that. So if your gross salary each month, right, is $5,000, multiply that by 0.06, 6%, it's $300, right? That's $300 that your employer is matching your contribution. If you don't contribute these $300, your employer is not going to give you that. And like I said, this is literally free money. So I would at least do that. At least do the minimum. So what we're going to do is for the purpose of this example that we're going through, all I'm going to do is the bare minimum 6%. Okay. So obviously we went through all the taxes that you're going to need to pay. And like I said, you need to understand your benefits and your taxes, everything, every penny that's going out of your pocket to someone else. Fully understand what you're paying for and what benefit you're getting. If they're taxes, well, obviously we get the benefit from, the roads and the schools and all that good stuff, right? Supposedly. But then you have your dental insurance. So all in all, guys, I kind of did my percentage, and taxes are pretty high here in California. So this is really going to be contingent upon where you live. But typically taxes and insurance and benefits, this is literally going to run you about 30 to 35% of your paycheck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, this multiplied by, let's do 33%. Okay. So 1650. Okay. So that's how much we're paying in essentially taxes. So 33% of our gross income is going directly to taxes. And then we are now contributing $300 into our retirement account. I just put this as a minus because I'm not going to see this money until I think you can start taking it out at 62, 60 years old now. Again, do you want to wait that long to be rich? I know I don't. So yeah, it's just something for me that I just I set it and forget it. I do the match. So, okay. This is the most important thing, guys, your net pay, okay? This is how much you are taking home, okay? They can promise you this much, right? The amount you see, hopefully it's big enough for you guys to see that, but they tell you, hey, your base salary is $60,000, but are you really taking home $60,000? No, right? As we just went through our example, there's a plethora of taxes you need to pay for. And also there's a 401k retirement plan that you are contributing at least the match, okay? So every month you are taking home $3,050 each month. Again, as a first-year associate, you don't have any experience, you're coming straight out of college, you're doing great. In my opinion, this is a rock star way to start off your career, okay? So again, the salaries can be different, they can be more, they can be less, this is just for example's sake, okay? All right, so then obviously in mine, I have rental income, so I do own a duplex, so I have some rental income, loan income, and then I have my YouTube side hustles that I have some income from also. So all in all, but let's just say for example's sake, you are just coming out of college and you don't have anything else going on other than your job at the moment, right? You're hopefully gonna have multiple streams of income. at one point in time. But right now, we're gonna say, example, you just graduated college and you're starting your first job, and the only income you have at the moment is from your work, which is completely fine. No, nothing wrong with that at all. Okay. All right. So in mine, I have investing. I don't, for now, let's not think about this just for the moment. Okay. Just for the moment. Again, I am telling you guys, this example is you just came out of college. Okay. You're fresh out of college. You're just coming out. You're just starting your first job. Okay. I can make a whole other video on my, investing philosophy and when I think it's important to invest. But for now, let's just leave this all at zero. Okay, we don't need to worry about this at the moment. No investing at the moment. All right, now we get into our fun expenses. Okay, so I categorize this in home expenses. Your biggest expense is probably most likely going to be your mortgage or rent. All right, average 1-bedroom apartment in Los Angeles. Wow, I was already there. I think I did it. I think I looked at it yesterday. All right, so as you guys can see, damn, 29, oh my God, $29.50 for a 1-bedroom. Obviously, Beverly Hills, if you guys aren't aware, I'm sure you guys are. It's a very, very upper echelon, all the celebrities live in Beverly Hills part of LA. So obviously we are not gonna live there because we are just starting off our career. And yeah, we're not big ballers yet, just yet. Okay, you're gonna be big time CPA soon, but not yet. All right, so let's just say, all right, again, example's sake, we're gonna be smart here. We're not balling out of control yet, okay? We need to live within our means. So that's the average. God damn, that's so much, man. California is just crazy expensive, okay? We're gonna say that we're gonna rent a room from someone and we're gonna be economical, where we're gonna be in this place that's cool. You don't need to be some like really cool high rise. You don't need to be showing off yet, okay? This is not the time. This time in your career is not the time to be showing off and buying things way above your means. As you can see, things start to add up as we go through the example. So we're gonna say that your rent at the moment is $1,200. Okay, that's what your rent is. All right. Then obviously, like I said, I own a house. I have a duplex. So there's certain things and there's certain utilities I have, which typically in apartments or anything else you will have also. So you have water, sanitation, electricity, solid waste, gas. So typically, rule of thumb is your utilities are typically anywhere from 15 to 20% of your mortgage or rent. So we're just gonna do that. Again, you have these two: water, sanitation, electricity, solid waste, and your gas bill. So for example's sake, again, we're gonna do this, multiply this by 20%, or okay, let's be nice. Let's be nice. Let's say 15. Beautiful. Okay, so we're paying $180 for utilities, which seems kind of like a lot. $1380 all in all for us to have a roof over our head. Okay. All right. And I'm going to show you guys. So it's pretty cool the way I kind of formulated my spreadsheet here. As you guys can see, we're just literally, this is bare bone. Like we barely have a roof over our head every month. We are not eating. We're not doing anything. Literally, we're just existing in the world. And we're already at 55%. Man, I swear I could make a whole video on the importance of in life, okay? If you can somehow minimize this mortgage or rent as low as you can to where most of your dollars aren't going there, you're gonna be way ahead of everyone. Trust me, this is where everyone's money goes to. As you guys can see, we're gonna break it down. This is where everyone's money goes to, mortgage and rent, okay? All right, so we're not living in a very cool apartment just yet, $1,200. We're kind of maybe having a 1-bedroom or renting a room with some roommates, whatever, right? We're getting by. Utilities, $180. Again, 15% of your mortgage or rent. That's typically a rule of thumb, 15, 20%. All right, internet. Average internet bill in California. Okay, $50, not bad. Internet, the average internet bill is around $60 per month. I personally pay $60 per month, but let's just say you went a little cheaper. It's only one person, so you're paying $50 a month for internet, okay? So phone, all right, let's see. You can expect to pay about $180 per month for utilities, about $190 for a phone bill. Damn, $127 per month, what? All right, I'm just gonna put mine, okay? I think I pay 80, yeah, 85. Again, guys, these things start adding up. So as you guys can see, man, like we gotta try to be as economical as possible here, okay? We're gonna say $80. Obviously, we need a phone. Like you can't live without a phone nowadays. Like you just can't, right? So these are things like, again, this is bare bone existence. We're not balling out of control. We're not doing anything yet. We're just living, okay? So gas, we got internet, 50 bucks, phone bill, $80, groceries. Okay. So it's weird. I swear, man, I feel like I can make 1,000 videos on different topics, just in each and every one of these categories, how to do better than them. So I used to get away when I just started working as an associate 7-8 years ago. I would spend maybe $40 or $50 a week on food. Again, I mean, you got to find a good, I would say here in groceries, try to find a good balance between eating well and spending money on it, because you know your groceries can be pretty significant, but as long as you stay away from like snacks and dumb stuff, if you stick to meat, veggies, eggs, and like almond milk and some protein powder, honestly you should be good with maybe $60 a week. And since this is a monthly budget, what we're gonna do is we're gonna say, let's say 60 a week multiplied by 4 weeks, per week, 240. Okay, I think that's reasonable. I mean, $60 a week. I hope I'm not undercutting this, but like even myself now, I do have a meal prep service that does prep my meals just because it saves me a lot of time. But again, I had to work up to that, right? When I had to make my own stuff, I think 280 is fair. I don't think you should be spending more than $280, $300 on groceries. My opinion, okay? Just based on my experience. If you're not eating a bunch of junk food and not like buying sodas and chips and all that unnecessary garbage, $70 a week should get you enough protein, carbs, fats, some nuts, some almond milk, and a protein powder to get you through. Again, your first few years in your career, I want you to try to live a very Spartan lifestyle. What you need, the necessities to start building a foundation to where it's going to carry you in the next few years. So 280, we're going to say 280. Okay. All right. So registration. I actually looked this up right before I started filming this video, and registration is typically, I pay about $23 a month for registration in California, which ends up coming out to, if you do the math, 23, I know we pay every 6 months here. Yeah, about 138, 140. So that seems about right. So let's say $23 for registration. Car insurance does vary. How much is car insurance per month in LA? $919 per year or $77 per month. Oh, that's pretty good. Our minimum coverage policy. Okay. Again, you want to get some good insurance too, guys. You don't want to cheap out on things like insurance, like I said earlier, because insurance is literally insurance, right? You pay into something each month with the hopes that, you know, if something does happen, you're covered and you're not completely broken. So let's say 79 or 78 per month for insurance, which if we multiply that times 6, that comes out to $468. If we multiply that times 2, $936. Yeah, about $1,000. That seems about right. So $78 per month for car insurance. Gasoline. I am making this video on February 6, 2022, and gas is pretty darn expensive in California now. It's like $5, man. It's so crazy. I went to the gas station yesterday. I pumped like $35, $40. And yeah, no, I have like a really cool little Honda Accord hybrid that I absolutely love. I had it since I was literally a staff. That's why I don't have any car payment. $35 used to get me almost a full tank. Now I'm lucky if it gets me half. Hopefully, again, you are living a very Spartan lifestyle, okay? You're not buying new cars just yet. You're not doing any of that stuff, okay? Hopefully you can maintain a car from college or something really cheap. So your gasoline, I would try to get a very economical car when it comes to gas. So your gasoline, let's just say you're spending $45 a week, right? Multiplied by 4. So you're spending $180 on gasoline. Let's see if we can cut that down to 40. If you can, 40, 160. Again, a lot of you are going to be working from home now, so hopefully that helps you with the gas. But let's say 40 per week is fair. I think 40 per week should get you by to where you need to go. Hopefully you don't live too far from work. And again, a lot of us are working from home now, so we don't really drive a lot. So I think 40 per week is fair. I'm not putting a car payment in here just yet because I do not advise you guys to get a brand spanking new car at all. Please do not do that. That's going to put you in the hole, and it's going to put you behind at least 2 to 3 years in your 20s. So don't do that, okay? Don't get a brand new car. You don't need it. I know it's very tempting because now you're, a big baller making $60,000 a year when you weren't making nothing. And believe me when I tell you, when I graduated college and I started making the $60,000 with my first job, I felt like I was king of the world, okay, compared to what, making my, back in the days, minimum wage was $6.75 in college. So I felt like I was king of the world at that much. Okay, all right. Now with just a roof over our head, gas, internet, phone, groceries, and food, and a car, we already went through 67% of our income. Literally, and we're not having any fun yet. We're not going out for drinks. We're not taking girls out on dates. We're not doing any of that stuff just yet. Literally, that's what I'm telling you guys. When you're young, you really need to sit down and do this, because I even go through this and I'm like, man, how do people do it? How are so many people existing or surviving? Because it's impossible. If you don't sit down and actually do this, how do you know how much you're actually spending? Okay. So again, we're already 67% through our income, and we're literally just existing in the world. We're just like a human. We're not going out. We're not going out with friends. We don't even have a gym membership yet. Okay. So we're going to go through it now. All right. Personal expenses. All right. Gym. Although I know if you guys have been following the channel, you guys know that I preach that you need to be going to the gym all the time, every day, all day. You guys, you need to be working out. That's super important for your health, but you don't need to pay for that. I do recommend, that's one thing. If you can cut out one day of going out and you can spend that on a gym membership, I would, but try to find something that's within range. So, okay. So like, okay, for example, I actually just got, I wanted to start going to the sauna, and 24-hour fitness right here by my house actually has a deal going on where it pretty much comes out to $25 a month for the year. So again, I know that's kind of on the cheaper side, but if you can find a home gym, or like, I know, like even Planet Fitness or, things like that, they have pretty good bargains. So let's say you're spending $30 a month on the gym, 35, let's see. Okay. We found a nice home mom and pop, local gym down the street. It's not cool. It's not fancy, but it has a squat rack and what we need to essentially get our workout done. Entertainment. All right. This category here for me is pretty much, I can go pop bottles, go out, do what I got to do, take, girls out on dates, whatever you need to do, right? Have drinks, food, spend money on pizza and whatever you want. Okay. It's literally money that is going to go down the drain, essentially, for experiences and fun and all that good stuff for nights out. We're not going to fill this in just yet. Okay. This is a luxury. All right. Again, we are living a Spartan lifestyle at the moment. Okay. So we're going to wait on this. I'm not saying we're not going to have a little bit of fun, but we're going to wait on this. Okay. Clothes and grooming. All right, you don't really need to be spending too much money on this stuff, okay? Clothes, as I will go into other fashion videos on how to literally be economic when it comes to how you dress and still being and looking the part, okay? You don't need to spend an arm and a leg to have a nice wardrobe that is interchangeable, that you always have an outfit that people say like, wow, that guy's really fashionable. Because I'll be honest with you guys, even me, like I get the comment all the time, like, man, you must spend a lot of money on clothes. And I really don't. I don't spend almost anything on clothes. So we're just going to say here, obviously this is for like toothpaste, toothbrush, deodorant, this for all your necessities. Okay. Just to be a nice, well-groomed dude or lady. Okay. And then your occasional t-shirt, jeans, or what have you. Again, I don't think I bought a pair of jeans in like, I don't know, a year and a half probably. And then my t-shirts and stuff, like I literally just get these, like they're nice fitted, they fit well, they hug the arms, like they're cool. And they're not that expensive. I probably had this for 2 years. So let's just say for this category, we're going to do $75 per month. Okay. Again, this is toothpaste, all the stuff for you to be a well-groomed, upkept guy, including haircuts. Okay. So sorry, let's do 80. You should be getting the haircut at least every third week, every other week, if you can. You want to try to have some style where it's not that expensive to upkeep, but $80 should be fair. And again, you're going to be trying to go as cheap as you can with certain things. Okay. These first 2-3 years, you're just building a foundation. That's it. You're not fancy yet. You're a young professional. Okay. Your job is to learn, grow, and develop yourself into the next phase of your career. Trust me. Okay. All that cool stuff it will come. All right, home improvement. Obviously, you're not gonna have this. This is where I have like things that break in my house, on the duplex, whatever. I do have a budget for these things, but again, you don't need to worry about this stuff. Self-care, I usually put this in my budget. This is typically for my massages. Anything else, like I do go get my eyebrows done, nails, all that stuff, like anything that helps me be a more upkept guy, a more well-dressed professional, a better just version of myself, I put in here. And me, myself, I budget at least $120 for this a month. You can probably put it in clothes, grooming, self-care, see what budget would work for you. But let's just say, I don't know, you want to spend $20 on self-care a month, or let's say 40, okay, a month on self-care. Again, this is for you to feel your best. Maybe it's a massage, maybe you go get your nails done, maybe it's your eyebrows, maybe whatever you want to call it, okay? This is your self-care budget, okay? All right, so now we have a place over our head. Again, I don't want to go over it again, but we have a place over our head, gas, water, we have food. We're going to a local gym. We're maintaining ourselves. We have cool clothes. We're able to at least, show up anywhere and be presentable. And now we are at 28%. Okay. So we're 72% through our income. I will go over the goal later, but again, we're 72% through our income already. Mind you, again, it's creeping up on us pretty quickly, right? But at least we're living now, okay? And now, typically people have subscriptions, okay? I know I have Spotify. I can't live without it. That's like my thing. I like having Spotify. I think it's an expense that I don't mind incurring. $10. Amazon Prime, I think it's 14, $12.99, so for 13, beautiful. All right, Netflix, gotta have Netflix. Netflix, like I said, I think that's a necessary evil too. I think every now and then it's not, I enjoy an occasional Netflix night. Basic, we're going everything basic, $9.99. So $10 for Netflix. I have Tiege Hanley. It is literally the skincare system that I use for my face. So again, you can go on the cheaper route maybe and go get something at your local store. I know Target usually has like pretty cool skincare line. I think it's like Goodfellow & Co. Again, this is just for men, but yeah, I love them. So you can try to find something that fits in the budget so you don't really have to do that one. And I do the car wash. To me, it takes me way too long to wash my car and I hate doing it. So I actually have a subscription. But again, this is gonna be based on you guys. So however you wanna do it. But as you can see, the only thing we're missing is entertainment, okay? So how much can we afford for entertainment? Because this is a luxury. So let's just say we did 120. Oh, you see that, guys? We are still there. Do 200. Now we might be a little over. Hit the red. Okay, well, no, we're at 20%. We slightly passed it. Okay, 190. 19.9, so stupid. All right, beautiful. We're at 20%. That's money. We love the green. We love to see it. This is not assuming, I do understand some people have student loans, so you will need to assess your situation however it may be. But the goal at the end of the day, guys, if you can save 20% of your gross salary each and every month on a 60,000 salary, if you save 20% of your income, you will have 7,400 at the end of the year. Let's just put things in perspective here. If your total expenses for a month are $2,400, right? So if we multiply this by 6 months, okay, that's $14,000. In literally 2 years, you would have saved enough money to cover you for 6 months, okay, of not working at all. If something happens to your job, if something happens to you, you're covered. You don't have to worry about it. It's 6 months, okay? So this, again, it may not seem like a lot, guys, and I know that it can seem, frustrating when you're starting off, but this is how you build those habits. Right now that the amounts are small, if you can build the discipline, trust me when I tell you, when your gross salary continues to grow and you keep your expenses at a minimum, as long as your salary keeps going up and your expenses stay somewhat linear per se, you're gonna be just fine. If you can do this your whole first year, save 20% of your income, your yearly savings is $7,400. And let's just do the math. Let's just say you didn't make a penny more or a penny less and everything stayed the same, okay? And you started working at 22, 23 years old, okay? In 5 years, you have $37,000, okay? In cash, liquid cash. And then not only that, you have this. I don't know if you guys forgot earlier, you're also building wealth through your 401k, right? So let's just do this. Let's do 600, okay? Because your employer is gonna match. So in 5 years, so we do this, that's monthly, right? Multiply that by 12, that's 7,200. Multiply that by 5, so 36,000. So if nothing else happened, you will literally have a positive net worth of 73,000, okay? Again, this is assuming you don't make any other money, okay? And trust me when I tell you, as an experienced CPA, this dollar amount is going to double in 5 years. Okay, if you do what's right, if you gain the experience, you learn the necessary skills, it will double. Okay, and if your expenses stay relatively consistent and you don't, go out and buy a bunch of dumb things, this amount, I am telling you guys, success is exponential. Your first 2, 3, 4 years are very linear, okay? And I remember in my own experience, my first 2, 3, 4 years of saving, it was, little steps, little baby steps. And in year 5 and 6, what took me 3, 4 years before, I would accomplish in 3 to 6 months because my income was so high and my expenses were relatively low. So again, this is pretty much what I want you guys to go through. And for your own example, okay, make sure you take into account your paycheck. You look at your pay stub, you understand all the taxes you're paying for. Your 401k, I want you to get at least the employer match, okay? Any other sources of income you might have. All right. And again, we are not investing in anything yet. Okay. We're not investing in anything yet because that'll come later. All right. We want to just think about the first year of saving an emergency fund. Your emergency fund is the most important thing for you at the moment. Okay. We want to save some cash for a rainy day because, like I said, things happen and life will happen. So as long as you guys can stay at the 20% mark in savings, you will be just fine. Let's just say, okay, I'm going to add a car payment in here. Okay, car payment. Oh my God, yeah, see, that's insane. $568, what the, that's crazy. Let's say we make a better decision than paying $568 a month for a car. Let's say we go cheap and we pay $350 a month. We're at 9% now. Just because you added a car, you literally went down half of your savings. Now it's only $3,200 a year. Okay, a year making this much. That's crazy to me. That's insane. I want you to fill this out and do not play whack-a-mole with your expenses and just things come up and you pay them randomly. No, I want you to understand every month where your money is going and how to allocate it properly. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to share this template in the link below. Hopefully you guys got some value from it and you can start to build wealth slowly but surely. And again, this is really just an intro kind of course into kind of how to budget and finance and how to manage your finances when you're just starting your career. Like I said earlier in the video, what I have found in my own life is that success happens exponentially. Your first few years in your career, when you're just starting something, it can go really small and the progress can seem really, really insignificant. But once you hit a stride and you hit year 3, 4, and 5, what used to take you years to accomplish, you can be done in 3 to 6 months. Build the strong financial habits now when the amounts are small. So when you become a big time CPA racking in the money, you have the financial maturity to know how to handle it. That's going to be it for the video today. If you found some value from the video, please make sure to hit the like button below. And also guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, or any social media platform you have. Until next time, work hard, dress well, peace.